this is Lee with learningwithlee.com. We are going to add a video to the page today, and I'm just have it open. I'm going to work on our index file we made the other day, index.html. We saved it in our projects directory. Hopefully you did that. I'm just going to work right in that today to add the video, and we're just going to write video for our video tag and just close it. In some ways it's similar to an image tag, in some ways it's different. We aren't going to write our source there, we're going to write our own separate source tag like that. Just calling it source, but we still write source there. And I went ahead and created a video directory, put a little folder in my projects folder, and just saved one of my lesson videos, just so we'd have a video to work with. So it's in the same directory as index, and then I go to video, right, and then lesson 10, and it's an MP4 file. Oops, and here, my brain, I wrote HTML. You have to get every little part right or it's not going to work. And one of those things that we do, just because it's the right thing to do, you write type equals video MP4. Your video will probably still show up without you writing that. It's just one of those things you're supposed to do. Another thing you're supposed to do is write something like the browser does not support this video type, or something. Like if the video doesn't play, some kind of message that would show up. So there's not just a blank white spot on the page and they're like, what is that? You know, what was that supposed to be? So just some kind of message, some kind of like error message, something went wrong. So let's go ahead and see if this worked. Save. And let's get the index up here. Ta-da! So here it is. So here's our huge video on our lesson link. Alright, that doesn't look so good. And it's not giving us a play button. So let's fix that, both those things. So just like an image, right here inside the video tag, we can add attributes. We can just like pick a width, you know, something, say 600. I don't know what a good height would be to make that ratio look right. So I'm just going to leave it and let the browser do it automatically. And generally we want to control as much as we can of what the user is going to see and experience, so it's the same across browsers. You know, we want to control what they're seeing if it's on a cell phone or a tablet or a big, you know, TV screen. You want to think about all the different ways they're going to see it and try to make their experience similar in each place, and not just be at the whim of the browser what it decides to do. Okay, so I just wrote the word controls there, and I changed the width, and hopefully, yay, we have a play button now, and I made it smaller, and it's playing there. Okay, so that's the basics of it. You could write a height in there. Autoplay is an attribute you could give. Control, autoplay. Another one is muted if you want it to play without sound. Those are attributes you can give it. They don't get assigned anything. You don't, type anything in there. You just write it like that. And you can put, it could be muted and controls. You could just add those attributes in there. Another thing you can do is add multiple sources, which I never do. So MP4 at this current time, it's October 2018 as far as I know, every browser plays MP4, so I just use MP4s. There are other video file types, and if you felt some need to use those, not every browser is going to play them. So you'd have to have a second source file, so if the browser doesn't accept that, looks at the type, it says we don't take that type, it's going to take the next type. Hopefully. So you put multiple sources so that the different browsers can find the type that they like and use that one. Okay, I suggest just using MP4s, unless you're some like video guru person that knows all about that. Okay, so see if you can maybe take a video with a camera or a cell phone and get it on your computer and save it so that you can link to it. If you wanted to put a YouTube video on your website, you wouldn't just take this address and just put it in there as a source. That's not going to work. What you can do is click on Share Embed, and it gives you code to put on your website. So you could try that and see what happens. You'll recognize some things now, right? There's the width and the height, there's the source, and it even says autoplay there. Okay, so play around, have fun, and I'll see you next lesson.